Hey.
Yeah.
Due to YouTube and the market audience that I want to garner, I will be bleeping out all my swear words using this sound effect. Bleep. Thank you, me. Guys, this entire video is read off the script. Sorry. Guys, that last clip was a lie. This video is not read off the script. I don't even write things down. I'm illiterate and completely do not know how to read or write. Thank you.
True.
Get this guy true. Midas is not asking himself what is SpiderWeb. For the record, you guys watching in the audience, but for you, for little old you guys, SpiderWeb is a game. Get this guy true. Back it up, back it up. Too much, too quick.
Hey, can you maybe like dumb it down a little bit?
Yeah, sorry, my bad guys. My bad guys. I know you're clinically retarded. Yeah, that's making it. I'm not bleeping that one. Clinically retarded. Guys, I can say that I'm super autistic if you can't tell. All right. In small town coastal Washington in 2000X, which I'm putting as somewhere between 03 and 09. I'm thinking 07, but just for people that were born there and they're like, MySpace didn't exist in 2003. Monster didn't do a collab with 9 Inch Nails before the Skibbity Toilet event happened in 2002. Anyways, the mask of Abel was donned by a figurehead of the online community. Faceless, they had originally created the mask to engage in a plight against the evil that they saw in the world. They saw murder. They thought the only way to stop it was at its source, to end the murderer. Documenting their story online, they garner a fan base based on their actions. They can reap the reward of momentary fame by killing cheaters, crooks, generally ugly people as well, but would they want to garner that fan base? And more importantly, be the person known for that? Is Abel really the judge, jury, and executioner? Why is the viewer watching that if they are? What kind of player would even want to play basically a snuff film game? What do you really want to do as a player? And where does that come from? Your goal is to hunt and stalk around the town, finding potential prey of Canes, fighting the Canes themselves. Investigating crime scenes, breaking and entering, taking photos, marking with your red lines on your pinboard, notes, etc. will be necessary to catch an Abel correctly. Good luck. Now, yeah, what is SpiderWeb? I don't know, man. It's kind of like if Condemned met Dexter and you could place the camera down. It's first person, obviously, as you can see. It is not a PS2 style game. What it is when the PS2 and the early PS3 was out, well, later PS2, early PS3 era, what was life like? I remember with my older cousins on the res, we would watch WWE, we would drink Gatorade, wear stupid flame shirts, shoot BB guns at each other without eye protection. Just some fun things, right? But it's an immersive sim that I'm making. I want SpiderWeb to be immersive. I want the things to be real and specific. It's all simulated through a fake OS system by this fake company called Spectrum. The wallpaper is one of those old koi ponds that I had on my mom's phone when I was a kid. You know, those little Android ones. The product is Fishbowl, sort of like a Windows Vista or a Mac OS. It's a Spectrum Fishbowl. The beauty and natural rawness of the world mixed with the never-ending feeling of discomfort, all shown through digital media and a narrative sort of with the perversion of classical, biblical, and myth undertones. It all kind of mashes into this morally gray immersive sim roguelike. Roguelite, not roguelike. Guys, the difference between roguelike and roguelite is that is that a roguelite saves some progress at some point during that. Think Dead Cells is a roguelite, not a roguelike. Roguelikes completely forego any progress earned that is permanent or going to your next runs, and instead completely resets you at zero. Thankfully in SpiderWeb, when you die, you are reset on that same island, sort of like, you know, think of like the San Juan Islands in Washington. Guys, somebody please tell me you're from Washington. I'm all alone. There's 4 people here. 3 of them are Gabe Newell. Okay. Get this guy true. I think that's the end of that. I am,
Just not.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Yo, that's gonna be so sick on the YouTube video.
I am going to edit this. Somewhat. Anyways, back to my little hovel. Hey YouTube. Gotta fix the hair. Don't want to give the good old JB cut. No hate, Tim. My older sister likes him.
All right, back to work. Back to work. Just recorded this whole fucking clip and decided, oh yeah, I need more mirth in this. All right, you other devs may be asking yourself, is this the Unreal default scene? No, I promise it's not, because I put some default textures on it and added this lamppost right here. I then went into learned GIMP on fortunate ass name, freaky ass software, but I learned GIMP using their gradients and some in-engine brushes to delete specific parts of them. And following a YouTube video, shout out Alex Dracott, I made my own lens flare that was custom, very vertical, such as with the times. After that still didn't work, I tried smashing my head 47 times against the wall. Didn't help either, so I decided to go to the worst place on earth, Reddit, as my forefathers have and as my children will. Thank you, Reddit, for being completely unfucking helpful. Got 2 updates. Thank you, Karma. No comments. Deleted it out of shame, put on my big girl panties, and fixed it my damn self. The way I had to fix it was I converted it to a PNG, and then that wouldn't upload. And so I was like, oh, hold on. I thought Unreal liked HDRs. Yeah, it does for texture cubes. I want a texture, a 2D static texture. So I uploaded just a PNG. It wouldn't upload. It said import failed. Thank you, Unreal. All I had to do was restart the program. Cool. That's awesome. That's dope. That's super cool. Get this guy a drip. I still want to edit this a little bit, as I think I want it to be pushed a bit to the right. So this is more of the center point rather than where it is right now over here. That's fun. You can point it out with the little fingers. These vertical striations are intentional. They are effects that VHS C and handheld camcorders such as digicams and stuff like that had. This game is set somewhere in those early 2000s, 05 to 09 sort of area, maybe 03 to 09 sort of area. Maybe. It's set in 03 to 09 sort of area. Set in 03 to 09 sort of area. It's set, and his name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson. In death, we get our names back. The vertical striations are effects, glitch effects that would happen. I'm going to look up the fucking name of these. Let's see what this is. So, in video games, glitch effects happen. After figuring this out all on my own and definitely not looking online, because all of this sucks and is terrible and is nothing like what I want to do. What I want to do for SpiderWeb, I'm just gonna BM the entire world. The world. Google.com's getting BM'd right now. Guys, what does BM mean? What is BM? Nope, not bowel movement, actually. It's bad manners. It's bad matchmaking, bad manners. Yes, do I play League of Legends? Yes, I do. Guys, somebody please help me. Yo Gotti explains down to the DM lyrics? Yeah, I don't care. Anyways. Hee-ha!
One more match, just so we can get up.
There's actually something wrong with you, you dumb bitch.
I'm saying there's something wrong with
That's going in the YouTube... Guys, that's going in the YouTube video. Over here is the final effect with Midas's arm. As you can see, there's my little lamp post. Putting
the hand in front of the light will stop the lens flare. I do need to adjust this, as I believe these striations are great, but I want it centered to the right, so there's right striations as well. And it does sometimes have effects like this, which I don't want to recreate. But with tank controls and the arm sim, it's very fun to like move that arm around while rotating. It has an issue with getting all up in your business, so I just like to set it down. So, what I've done here is that once you're running with a camera, I have a VHS camera. I've been recording videos. What you do is you run it and you have a lot more movement. It's mostly kind of like this. That's what I've created this over here to look like. It's more of a horizontal, a little bit up and down. And this, what I'm working on right now is smoothly, as you're running, you kind of get more into a pace, a groove. And that smoothly changes the scale down. It interpolates the scale down as you shake the camera. These are both still in progress. Just wanted to kind of fill you guys in. The camera shake does work. There's some weird bugs with it. And since I put them onto the actor components, we're actually trying to hook these up to the custom character movement controller, since it has tank controls and that weird mouse thing that you guys are watching. The way our character controller works is you know what? I can do that. I can do this. The way the character controller works is as you move the mouse up, the hand moves up. As you move it down, the hand moves down. And left and right correspond also. It's the left hand. Yes, there's religious undertones. Yes, it's a perversion of classic Christian mythos and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah.
Everyone was thinking it. Oh,
every single person saw the left hand and went, that's why the left hand.
It's the left hand, and they went, oh, well, clearly it's a subversion of.
So, super obviously, the left hand is a subversion of religious undertones that are present throughout the entire game. The main character is named Abel. The serial killers you kill are named Cains. You're in coastal Washington, which is heaven on earth. So, all sorts of. And then, on top of this, since you can't look around, it's D and A to look around, and then W and S to move forward and backwards.
Guys, we should start a podcast.
To be fair, we would be way more interesting than like 90% of.
I think I would be very interesting on a podcast.
You know why? Because I'm not inherently misogynistic.
Also, we're white guys with a passion.
We're white guys with a... I'm a red guy with a passion. Guys, do you like my armpit hair?
Sniff feet, buttholes. Thanks, guys. Midas is playing Clash Royale right now. Shout out Clash Royale. So, a lot of this was edited on the post-process volume, such as these bloom effects that I did. I added a dirt mask that I'm still playing around with. For the camera effects, I actually didn't do anything. I wanted to affect the camera that we have inside the main character blueprint. So what I did was added a cine camera instead of the normal camera. It does have less varied uses, but I was able to recreate film look with the sensor width and height of an early 2000s VHS-C type camera, which is what I'm trying to go. The focal length I put to the lowest that I could, so that way I could have the highest field of view possible, so the game is actually somewhat playable. You're welcome, players. I pledge my artistic capabilities to you. This has now been, I've taken all the things out of it, so what I did for the focus was that way it smoothly focuses based on the depth of field speed variable that I created. This effect, this timer right here, is because actor components actually cannot use timelines. For better or for worse, it's for worse, but I'm sure there's a reason why. I made a custom event called Start Focus to do that focus effect, and I set it to F, so that way when F is first pressed, it'll blur everything, kind of like when you press that focus button and it goes and then it focuses. So I blurred it, and then after it's released is when I do that Start Focus event, which smoothly interpolates to the focal distance by looking at the line trace. Interpolate is a big word, and it's the first time I've ever used it. Thank you guys for my Cro-Magnon brain. I'm finally able to think.
I'm saying you might want to explain what it means.
So interpolation is basically when you have two things and you want to go in between them. The alpha is 0 to 1, and 0 to 1, think of it like a percentile. So if you want to be 80% towards B, you would go to 0.8 for the alpha. So what I've done is I've set the alpha to be at the focus speed, so that way the focus speed is a timer that I've set up that will basically smoothly interpolate. So smoothly go from 0 to 0.1 to 0.2 to 0.3 and go from the current focal distance, which we have set to 0 so that way it's super blurry, all the way to the distance that we have captured by the line trace, which is basically just a line straight out in front of the camera. Hello, viewer. Hello, viewer. All right, what else am I going to describe? Oh yeah, I'm going to describe camera shake. Cool. Hey, camera shake. The way I did camera shake is it's not set up fully yet. I plan on having stop moving camera shake. So after the player has sprinted, we are implementing a sprint sort of like GTA where you pump that button so that way you can run faster and really feel more immersed as you sort of, you feel each of those pumps as you're spamming shift. Don't worry, guys. Camera shake is also affected by this camera shake scale variable, which will be able to be turned off if you have any issues with that. Guys, please, we want as many accessibility options in SpiderWeb as possible because it's kind of the most inaccessible game of all time. That way, what this little bit does of my graph is that it stops the camera shake, the current camera shake. It then plays this 3-second heavy breath while doing a heavy camera shake from the heavy breathing. I've implemented 2 different camera shakes. It's just a thing, guys. It's a thing, okay? Camera shake's a thing that Unreal has. And what I've done is I've created 2 separate camera shakes, one with a bunch of horizontal and vertical movement, and one that is purely, and it has rotation movement and pitch and yaw. Then I also have a breathing shake, which is breathing. And that one, I have done both of these by a scale of what they are being affected by. So if you are sprinting, you have the sprint camera shake, which is camera shake moving, versus if you are just idle, you have the idle breathing. So instead of going, you're going. It's actually very fluid in game. I'm a big fan. But what I've done here, back to the stop moving graph, is when you stop moving, we have this little pause, and then the lock in, and then back to the normal breathing right here. The way I've done this is that same event tick thing that I did at the other side, but it will be going into the camera shake while it is happening, so it smoothly interpolates. Some of you might ask, what are my intentions with this channel? Well, to be honest, I'd like to get glazed by my viewers. I'd like to love my mom. I'd like to lose some weight, get more piercings. I'd like to get some more tattoos. I need this YouTube channel to do those things. Some things I want in life, right? What are the... Welcome back! Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, YouTube. I would like to upload videos sometimes. And I would like to share with my experience being a game developer. I'd like to share my love of culture in my specific and niche things that are super underground and super cool. And that's staying in the video.
Oh, God, man.
You heard? You heard? You heard? You heard? I'm never gonna finish this damn game. Okay. I love you guys. Bye bye from Atlas and Midas. Bye. It's okay, bro. They're gonna go to your channel and they're going to be like, is this the same character? Hey guys, don't forget to report and dislike this video if you hate this shit. I was in it to win it, dude. You don't get back with crazy that many times if it's not love. And that's when we end the recording.